Today, we delve into a delicate yet important discussion about understanding your partner's possible interest in anal play. In relationships, the subject of exploring new sexual experiences can be sensitive. It's essential to approach such topics with the utmost respect, ensuring that both partners feel safe and heard. The cornerstone of any exploration in intimacy is consent. Open and honest communication forms the foundation of not only understanding each other's desires, but also setting the stage for a respectful and consensual exploration of new territories in intimacy. Anal play, like any other sexual activity, requires mutual interest and comfort levels. It's not just about recognizing signs, but also about fostering an environment where such conversations can occur without judgment or discomfort. Today's discussion aims to provide insights and guidelines on how to approach this topic sensitively, ensuring that both partners are on the same page. Stay tuned as we explore how to recognize and discuss these intimate interests with care and respect. Recognizing the signs of interest can be subtle but telling. When it comes to understanding whether your partner might be interested in exploring anal play, observing their behavior and listening to their verbal and nonverbal cues can provide significant insights. Being attuned to these signs not only helps in fostering intimacy, but also ensures that both partners feel comfortable and respected in their explorations. Firstly, let's talk about behavioral changes. A partner who is curious about anal play might start showing a heightened interest in sexual health and education. They may begin researching or reading more about it, or start watching related content. This increased curiosity often signifies a willingness to explore new sexual experiences. Verbal cues are also pivotal. During conversations, your partner might mention or ask questions about anal play. They may discuss articles, podcasts, or videos that touch on the subject. It's important to listen actively when these topics come up. Their willingness to bring up such topics can be a sign of their interest in exploring them further with you. Nonverbal signals can include more openness in discussing sexual fantasies or desires. Perhaps during intimate moments, your partner might guide your hands or show interest in different forms of touch that suggest curiosity about anal play. These nonverbal cues can often be more telling than words themselves, indicating a comfort level and curiosity that might not yet be verbalized. It's also worth noting that an increase in general adventurousness in the bedroom can be a sign. If your partner, who was previously less inclined towards experimentation, starts suggesting new positions or activities, it might be a cue that they are open to further exploration, including anal play. Noticing these signs is just the first step. The next is knowing how to talk about them. By being observant and empathetic, you can approach the conversation with the sensitivity and openness needed to explore new dimensions of your relationship together. Comfort and safety are paramount in these discussions. When broaching sensitive topics like anal play, the environment in which you choose to have this conversation can greatly influence the comfort and receptiveness of both parties involved. Let's explore how to create a space that fosters openness and trust. Firstly, selecting the right time and place is crucial. Choose a moment when both of you are relaxed and not preoccupied with other stresses. This might be during a quiet evening at home, or perhaps after a calm activity that you both enjoy. It's important that this doesn't feel like a sudden or forced conversation, but rather a natural progression of your ongoing dialogue about your relationship and intimacy. Privacy is another key element. Ensure that you are in a private setting where interruptions are unlikely. This could be a comfortable spot in your home where you feel secure and undisturbed. The assurance of privacy not only helps in avoiding distractions, but also aids in making both of you feel more open to expressing personal and perhaps vulnerable thoughts. The ambience of the environment also plays a significant role. Soft lighting, perhaps some gentle music in the background, can set a calm and relaxed tone. These elements can help lower barriers and make the atmosphere less intimidating. Your approach to the conversation should be infused with openness and non-judgment. This is reflected not just in what you say, but how you say it. Maintain a gentle tone of voice, show your willingness to listen, and keep your body language open and inviting. Avoid crossing your arms or sitting far apart. Instead, try to create a physically and emotionally closer setting by sitting next to each other in a way that feels comfortable. Finally, affirm your respect for boundaries at the onset. Make it clear that the conversation is not about persuasion, but about understanding and respecting each other's feelings and boundaries. This reassurance can make a significant difference in how your partner perceives and engages in the conversation. With the right environment, you can move towards a meaningful conversation. Starting the conversation is often the hardest part. When it comes to discussing new experiences in the bedroom, particularly something like anal play, the approach can make all the difference. The key here is to ease into the dialogue with sensitivity and openness, ensuring that both partners feel safe and respected throughout the conversation. One effective strategy is to begin with broader discussions about sexual desires and experiences. This isn't just about jumping straight into talking about anal play. It's about opening up a channel where both of you can share and explore your thoughts on various aspects of your intimacy. You might start a conversation on a relaxed evening, perhaps during a walk or while sharing a quiet dinner at home. The idea is to create a non-threatening environment where the topic can surface naturally. Using I statements can be incredibly powerful in these discussions. When you talk about your feelings and curiosities, it personalizes the conversation and removes any pressure from your partner. For instance, saying something like, "I've been curious about different ways we can enhance our intimacy," invites your partner into your thoughts without making assumptions about theirs. It's about expressing your feelings and opening a door for them to share theirs. Gently asking open-ended questions can also help engaging your partner's comfort levels. Instead of yes or no questions, opt for those that encourage a more detailed response. Questions like, "How do you feel about exploring something new in our intimate moments?" or "Are there aspects of our intimacy you're curious about?" These questions give your partner space to express their thoughts and feelings without feeling cornered or pressured. It's also beneficial to have some knowledge about the topic. Understand the basics of what anal play involves and perhaps share why it interests you. This could be anything from the emotional closeness it could foster to the new physical sensations it might bring. Educating yourselves together can be a bonding experience and can dispel any myths or fears associated with the practice. Remember, this conversation is not about convincing or persuading. It's about exploring possibilities together and seeing if this is something you both might enjoy. Listen actively to your partner's responses. Their body language, tone of voice, and words will give you cues on their feelings toward the subject. If you sense any discomfort or reluctance, it's important to respect their feelings. This might mean revisiting the conversation at another time or perhaps understanding that this is not something they wish to explore. Throughout your discussion, keep reinforcing that this is about enhancing the connection between you both, about exploring and respecting each other's desires and boundaries. It's perfectly okay if the conversation doesn't lead to immediate agreement or action. The important part is that you are communicating openly and honestly. Remember, the goal is to maintain an open and respectful exchange. By approaching the conversation with care and genuine curiosity, you're laying down a foundation of trust and mutual respect which is essential in any exploration of new experiences together. Every reaction is valid and every boundary is important. When you bring up the topic of anal play, your partner's response could range from curiosity to hesitation or even disinterest. It's crucial to navigate these reactions with empathy and respect. If your partner is curious or interested, it's a sign to proceed with sensitivity. Discuss what this interest means to them and what they are comfortable trying. This is the time to talk about limits, safe words, and any other measures that will make both of you feel secure and respected. On the other hand, if your partner expresses hesitation or discomfort, it's important to pause and understand their perspective. They might need more information or time to think about it. Provide them with resources or offer to revisit the conversation later, showing that you respect their feelings and are not pushing them into something they are not ready for. And if the answer is a definitive no, it's vital to respect this boundary without question. Showing understanding and support in respecting their decision helps maintain trust and respect in the relationship. It's essential not to pressure or coerce, as true consent must be enthusiastic and mutual. In cases where both parties are interested, it's time to further discuss boundaries, expectations, and perhaps even set a plan or schedule to explore these new experiences together. Always prioritizing communication and consent throughout the process. Respecting each other's boundaries strengthens trust and intimacy. Communication is the cornerstone of any healthy relationship. Today, we've explored how to recognize signs that your partner might be interested in anal play and ways to initiate a respectful conversation about it. Remember, recognizing these signs and discussing them openly can deepen your connection and ensure both partners feel comfortable and respected. Consent and open communication are not just essential, they are mandatory for a healthy exploration of intimacy. For more insights on navigating complex topics with sensitivity and respect, subscribe to our channel.